Hello guys, hello Kyle, I hope you're doing alright. Today is a rather short one from me, but it's going to be alright because Kyle and we're going to meet up again today, so hopefully fingers crossed it will be a better hangout than our last one where Kyle got sick. And hopefully we've got some really good videos planned for you today, so hopefully they we'll upload them today or tomorrow, and hopefully you'll like them. They're going to be a bit different. A couple of them about more financial things, and a couple about just the two of us having fun. So yeah, it will be a really good one. Now for my topic today, I just wanted to talk a bit more uplifting. We have the last couple of videos have been quite downtrodden because of my depression and Kyle's story about his depression. And it's a story, or it's a topic that needs to be talked about. And if any of you have any questions about it, how Kyle or I dealt with it, then let us know in the comments below or so. But it's also we can help you with that. But for now, we want to also focus on some more uplifting things. So today, for me, I'm going to talk a bit about fire, what it is, what it means, in very general terms. I'll do a more detailed video about how to achieve fire. But for now, one of the things that happened for me, when I turned about 29, and I was like, this is the last year of my 20s, and then I'm going to be 30. I'm going to be a proper adult. In my 20s, I was still having fun. I was enjoying my life. I was living my life. And then I was like, oh, I'm a proper adult now. I'm going to be a proper adult in a year's time when I'm 30. I don't know what it was specifically, but something in me got triggered at that point. And for me, that was when I then started looking into financial independence, retire early, which is what FIRE stands for, financial independence, retire early. And the whole concept I found incredibly fascinating, and I've been trying to implement it. And it basically means what it says. It's how do you achieve a level of financial independence so that you don't have to do the job you're currently doing unless you love it. So it's all about doing what you enjoy doing, and basically retiring. I think I said earlier in a video that if you love your job, you never have to work a day in your life. I think it's a famous quote by somebody. I'll have to find that out for you guys. But it's really that. At the moment, I find myself doing a job I don't wholeheartedly like, and a lot of my friends are doing the same. It's the societal norm is you go to school, you get good grades, you go to college or university, you get a degree, you get a good job, a nice job that has a good rental provision for you, a retirement provision for you, and then you work until you're 65, or in our case, it will likely be 70 or 75 before we can retire. And that's a societal norm. That's accepted by society, and I I just couldn't do that anymore. And I'm trying to get to a point now where I'm not dependent on my active income, on my income from the work I do. So that means I have to cut back my expenses. I have to live a bit more frugally to reduce my expenses. That way I can save more money. As I said, I'm currently about budgeting and saving about 30% of my paycheck. So I'm trying to up that level significantly, so I can save more, invest more, and get a bigger return on my investment. But it also means looking at other activities that you can do. So for me, what I'm currently doing, and I'll do a more detailed video about these, is I'm doing Fiverr. I got a couple of gigs on Fiverr that are paying decent money. It's not going to change my world, but it's a couple £100 or so that I made in the last month. So it's decent money that I didn't have before. I'm also signed up now to take part in market research groups and focus groups. I'm doing surveys. All of that. And if you're in the UK, you got an amazing thing called the bank switch, and some of the banks pay you money when you switch to them, when you switch your current account to them. And so I've been doing that a bit recently, and I'm expecting to get a couple £100 from that. So I've been trying to do other things to build up other income streams that ideally help me achieve my FIRE a bit earlier. And then the second part, so that's the financial independence part. And then the retire early, it's just then when you get to the level of, I think it's 20 times, if you save 20 times your annual expenses, then you can retire. Basically, that's when you have achieved FIRE, when you have financial independence. You've got 20 times your annual expenses, and you have your you can retire then basically, and it's called the 4% rule. I'll go into detail about what that means later on as well, and in another video. But when I found that concept, I just found it really powerful for me, and it really started to make me think about all these different ideas. And that's just a little bit of an explanation of what FIRE is, and or rather, part of what FIRE is. And then the second part, as I said, the retire early is, that's then when you can do what you want. So you don't have to retire. By all means, it just means you have the ability to do what you want. Be that find another job that maybe doesn't pay so well, but it's a job you really love. You wake up in the morning and say, God, I gotta go back there. And it just, I love it. It's fantastic. Be it traveling the world, be it whatever it is, you can then live your life to the fullest, rather than having to wait until you're 65 and have your golden years left for you to enjoy. I always found it interesting, this graphic. I'll put it on the screen for you, where it is, when you're a kid, you have the time and the energy, but not the money to do what you want. When you're an adult, you got the money and the energy to do what you want, but not the time. And when you're in your golden years, you've got the time and the money, but not the energy to do what you want. And I find it really fascinating. And society has us going through this circle that dictates we have to work until 65. And if you are in a job that you absolutely love, I suppose that's all right. But nowadays, people switch jobs every 2 years. Companies don't really value loyalty anymore. So it's a different world now, and we need to change with that. And that's why where I found this concept of FIRE just so fascinating for myself. And that's what I'm now trying to achieve. And as I said, I will go into more details in the next couple of videos about FIRE, the 4% rule, the 3% rule, what that means, how it can be achieved, how I'm doing my budget. I'll go into more detail about that, and my different income streams that I'm trying to build up and that work for me at the moment. So I will go into a bit of more detail about that in the next couple of videos, as I said. Carl might do the same, because Carl and I, we're working towards the same goal, so that's why we decided to make this channel together, to tell you a bit about our life, our experience so far, but also our dreams and aspirations and where we want to get to. And we want to take you on the journey, so you can see if two dudes starting at a normal level, then anybody can do it. And we'll tell you straight what we're going to do. We tell you how much it's costing us, how much we're making, how much our profit is. So, well, yeah, that's why we did this channel. Anyway, guys, I think that turned out to be slightly longer than I expected, so I'll stop you guys here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, hit the notification bell, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So yeah, stay tuned. As I said, we'll upload something again tonight or tomorrow. A couple of videos, I think, and I think our plans look really good. So hopefully we can make our plans reality, and the video should be really good. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Cheerio.